Hello everybody, Fubar here, and today we are covering base defense officers and how I would set them up and how I would pair them in their skill tabs. Now, I'm going to apologize if you hear any loud noises. That will be cars driving by because I am recording this video on my phone in my car, so please bear with me. First off, now the ATG, as I said in the last base defense video, I wouldn't recommend it due to the fact of the overpen. Now, who I would put on an ATG would actually be Argent Flame as the leader and Golden Eagle. Now, why? Because Golden Eagle's tactical skill will compensate for the overpen due to the 100 millimeters of armor on the unit. He gains an extra 80 damage coefficient to his main skill. Also, his primary attack, he will ignore 10% of the opponent's damage resist. So that would be a huge factor. Now, another thing I want to talk about Golden Eagle is his fourth skill. I would share this skill and he would have no skills on. And the reason being is because he will provide a 10% base damage resist buff, equaling out to 20%, which is equivalent to 2 fortified walls up to level 180. That is huge. That's a huge, huge buff. Now, the next two officers I would put on would actually be Percy and the new officer that just dropped, Box. And I would put them together. Doesn't matter who's lead. The reason being is Box provides a 30% base damage resist every 8 seconds when maxed out in that skill. And her Awakened skill reduces the prep time for garrison officer skills by 0.5%. That is huge. That means from 8 seconds, now it's down to 7.5. That is a big, big boost. And I would put this on a filler unit or an infantry unit that you may have. I wouldn't put her on artillery. I wouldn't put her on any other unit other than that. But I would stack the skills of garrison damage on her and Percy, or I would stack troop damage overall because she does not give a damage buff. The next pairing, well, not the next pairing, Percy also, I forgot to mention about Percy. Percy gives a firepower boost to all the troops that are in your base with this pairing. So therefore your firepower goes up. That means your damage goes up, and that's also good. The next officer pairing I will use is Tip of Spear as the leader and Thorn Countess. And the reason being is because, one, Tip of Spear, when awakened, he actually reduces the prep time of the officer he is with. And he also gives a damage buff and a firepower buff. So that's huge. And as you can see, if serving as captain, the skill also reduces the prep time of this troop's skills by 1.5 seconds. So what that means with Thorn Countess, her awakened skill gives the base a shield. And what that means with the shield is that with Tip of Spear, that shield will be constantly popping up. And now that will be reduced down to 6 seconds. 6 seconds. That's pretty massive and pretty significant. Now, the next pairing I would recommend would be, where is she? There, Steel Fighter. Steel Fighter is a must-have. Her Awakened skill gives the base a 30% damage reduced from officer skills. That's huge. 30% reduced damage from officer skills is pretty overpowered. Now, I would put her specifically on a tank, and also or a helicopter, and I would put Thorn Countess and Tip of Spear on also a tank or helicopter. And I would stack damage or garrison damage on on those two pairings, and and maybe a special skill like reload or prep time on the leads. Now, with that said, we are at, for the amount of officers used, we would be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're at 7. So we're at 7 officers out of 10 possible officers, and the next officer I would be using would be Antonina. And the reason why I would be using Antonina is because she is the powerhouse of an officer. She always has been since the launch of the game, and she will be for the foreseeable future. Always will be a good choice. And I would actually pair with Antonina Bloody Mary because of her tactical skill. It reduces the prep time of their officer skills by 1 second. So that means the tanking unit can't get its heals off. It also means that if it can't get the shields up on Steel Fighter or Thorn Countess, and also it also prevents their targets from attacking. Very big deal. So now we are at 8 officers, and the last 2 I would be using would probably be Eye of Providence and Saber of the Nation on another artillery. So that's 2 artilleries being used, 2 tanks, and a random unit. And that will greatly increase your survivability in your base. Because if you do the math, just between Golden Eagle and Vox, you're getting a maximum amount of 50% base damage resist, which is equal to all 4 fortified walls being level 200. I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And I also hope you guys have a great day. Bye.